Alright, you guys, happy Monday. Today we're going to be working on multi-step equations. So just like with all of our other equations, solving them, these have steps too. It's really nice to have all of those steps written down so you can just follow them, right? They're all here in your notes for you. So be sure you are taking notes with me and keeping up with those assignments. So, steps to solve. Are you ready? Number 1, distribute. If needed. Remember, if you have something here and it's on the outside of, say, x plus y, you're going to multiply it by both so that you end up with something like ax plus ay. That's distributing. If you're having a hard time with distributing, go back to distributive property, October 5th, and then distribute and combine when you're combining like terms. So it was 10-6. So you can always go back to review these videos. Number 2, I am actually working on putting all those videos up in YouTube so you can have even easier access to them, but they all are in your Google Classroom. So distribute if needed, then combine like terms. Of course, this is if needed as well. Then you're going to solve. Remember, you have to undo the addition and subtraction, then undo the multiplication and division, right? And then finally, of course, check your solution. Make sure it makes sense, plug it back in. So let's look at a couple of these. I'm going to fold my paper over. You guys know how this rolls. So that I have a seam down the middle, so I can have 1 over here and 2 over here. So number 1 is 6 open parenthesis 5 plus 6x equals 102. Number 2 is negative 6 open parenthesis 1 plus 4x equals 138. It does not look like we have any well, let me move on here. It does not look like we're going to have anything where we're combining like terms today, so this is just kind of part 1. Alright, so let's do a couple of these together, try a couple on our own. So remember, when we distribute, we're multiplying this 6. 6 times 5 is 30. We bring down that plus. 6 times 6 is 36, and it's being multiplied by that x. And that equals 102. Now we have to undo the constant, right? So here's the constant. It's positive, so we're going to subtract it from both sides. So I'm going to subtract 30. So I have 36x equals 2 minus 0 is 2, 10 minus 3 is 7. Now I have to undo the multiplication and division. It's being multiplied, so I'm dividing both sides by 36. X equals 2. Then when I look up here, I have 6 times 2 is 12, plus 5 is 17. 17 times 6 should be 102. Okay? Now, again, I have to distribute. A negative 6 times a 1 is a negative 6. A negative 6 times a 4 is a negative 24, and that's being multiplied by x equals 138. Oh, why am I writing all these crazy numbers this morning? All right, now I have to make that 0. So I'm going to add 6 to both sides. Now I just have negative 24x on the left of the equal sign, and 14 for 144. Now I'm dividing by negative 24. Guys, if you're getting caught up by the multiplication and division or the addition and subtraction, use a calculator, right? Now I know 12 goes into this 12 times, so I'm guessing twice 12 would go in 6 times, and it's going to be negative. Let's double check. 24 times 6. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 2 is 12. All right, so negative 6. X equals negative 6. All right, I want you to try this one. Negative 4, so this is number 3. Negative 4, open parenthesis, negative 6 plus 6n equals 96. And after you try that one, I want you to try 3, open parenthesis, 4 minus 3x, close parenthesis, equals 66. All right, give that a go. Pause your video. Remember, you have to distribute first. So negative 4 times negative 6 is positive 24. Negative 4 times positive 6 is negative 24. And remember, it's being multiplied by n. That equals 96. Now we have to get rid of this constant, so it's positive, so we're going to subtract it from both sides. So that's 0, negative 24n equals 6 minus 4 is 2, 9 minus 2 is 7. So 24, I think about 24 hours a day. This is like 3 days. 72 hours is, so n equals negative 3 because it's being divided by a negative number. Alright, so I want you to think about this kind of in a different way. So I'm going to rewrite this as 3 times negative 3x plus 4, just because we didn't see any with the x's and the x term and the constant in switched reversed. But I wanted to show you that it doesn't matter, okay? So I want you to try this one on your own. 3 times negative 3, negative 9x. 3 times 4 is 12. Remember, I have to put that sign in when it's positive because it's being combined. It's being added to that other term. Equals 66. Now I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides to get rid of that 12. I'm left with negative 9x equals 6 minus 2 is 4, 6 minus 1 is 5, 9 and so we have to divide both sides to get rid of that multiplication of the negative 9. We know our answer is going to be negative because our signs are different. 9 times what equals 54? 9 times 6 equals 54. All right. Make sure you are following the directions in the assignment, including your work. You should be writing down the problem and each of the steps. If you do it in your head, that's fine, but you have to absolutely write it down. I want to see all of the steps for credit. All right? All right, have a great, great day. Remember, no school, no assignment tomorrow on Tuesday, November 3rd. Encourage your parents to go vote if they haven't already. Have a great day.